and welcome to my channel. So today we're doing part 8 of Enchanted Dragons colour along. Yeah, before I start, if this is your first viewing of this colour along, I'll put a little clicky thing up in the corner. That's to a playlist. It has all the previous parts, so you can head straight to the beginning or pick up midway if you're part way along. But yeah, so yesterday I was filming part 7, which if you've seen that already, you'll know it was a bit of a disaster from the point of view of we had the biggest, darkest thunderstorm you could imagine, and I have no lighting, so I sit by a window to film, and there was no light. It was a joke. So at 3:30 in the afternoon I had to stop filming because it was just too dark. So we didn't get as much done as we wanted yesterday, so we're going to do a bit longer today. Try and catch up a bit. Goal today is to do leaves, lots of leaves, because that was the goal yesterday and we only did a few. So we're going to try and get some leaves done. We're going to also we'll do a few scales just because that's quite monotonous. There's a lot of them, and we want to get through some of those. And then I might, again, if there's time at the end, I might do, well, we'll probably do his belly as well. Well, it's not his belly, his butt, dragon butt. And then maybe finish up a few leaves at the end. We'll see. I'm aiming, you know, for a longer video today to make up a bit from yesterday, but it still won't be too long. So yeah, I've got my 2 green gel pens here. I've got my wedge of paper, so we're going to stick that underneath. Don't forget that because it's good. It's good. Actually, I'll turn them that way. Horizontal. And yeah, no, I'm ready. Let's get the camera zoomed in a bit closer, and I'll get it in more from the side so that my hands aren't in the way. And yeah, let's get started. And fingers crossed, better lighting and weather. It is raining, just to warn you. It's still a miserable day and it is raining, but it's not that super dark cloud that we had yesterday. So yeah, see you in a sec. Right then, got my paper to lean on so that I don't, you know, smudge gel pen by accident, and also just a bit of scratch paper. But yeah, we got our light green and our dark green from our set, so let's just carry on as we was yesterday, get cracking. Oh my days. So let's see, I do ones with outlines in dark, so let's start with that. We'll start up here and then we can work in, and then hopefully I won't have any accidents. I'm amazed actually I've got this far. I mean, I'm obviously tempting fate massively, but so far I haven't actually had any accidents, which is a miracle, because usually I've messed some up, you know, smudged some gel pen on much smaller pictures than this. I guess it just goes to show that if I try, it's probably because I'm thinking about it more because of the video. I'm actually just concentrating more on what I do, as opposed to just going into automatic mode, if you know what I mean. So yeah, hopefully these leaves will be quite quick work as well, because I was really disappointed after yesterday. I was ready. I was so ready for leaves after doing all that dragon the day before, because, you know, it's a nice big psychological thing to get, you know, approaching the end. Well, it's not the end, but we're in the home straight at least with this picture, even though we still got most of this page to do. You know, it's a bit of an illusion because the leaves are fast. So I think we've done the hard part. Now what should I do with this? I'm just having a look on the other side of on that page to see if I've got any similar things, just to try and keep it consistent. I think I'll keep that dark. I think I'll do all of this dark. what did I do up here? Because this is part of the border. I missed that yesterday. Probably because it was so dark I couldn't actually see it. Let me see what I did. Because we want this to match. Okay, so I did that in light green. Let's do that now. So that I don't mess it up. As well. What did I do there? And that was light green. Cool. Okay, let's just leave that there. Sorry I'm not talking. Actually, I'll stick with the light. No. See, I can't even make up my own mind, and it's just me. But yeah, sorry I'm not talking so much at the moment. I'm actually, you know, kind of in the zone, just trying to bash through some of these leaves. I will say I was quite excited. I was just editing. And what shall I do this? I should probably do this as a dark one, shouldn't I? Because of the outline. So I've just been editing the announcement video, you know, for this colour along. I got all quite excited again. It was funny though. I was watching it. You know, obviously as I was editing, I was watching it, and it's just like the first one, and I was like, oh yeah. So I'm just this is getting ready for, you know, future me, and to post in the future. So hopefully I'll be doing this in like a week or two. Right, in my dreams. So that was like 6 weeks ago, nearly. I mean, to be fair, I've been on holiday for a week, a bit of that as well, and then I had to catch up all on holiday, and then the weather has been a nightmare since. Like, we were so lucky with my holiday. If you've not seen my colour and chat, I'll put a link up there if you're interested. Probably not if you're just here for the colour along, but I did do a colour chat where I'd just come back off holiday. I went to a place in the UK called Bath, and we had really good weather. We had 1 day of rain, but the rest of it was all like, you know, there was a few clouds here and there sometimes, and a rainy shower one day, but mostly it was just lovely sunshine, you know, and it was warm considering it was like late September and early October. We was able to walk about without coats, just a sweater, and it was nice. And we were so lucky because literally the day we were driving home was the start of a storm that we had come through, which, if I recall, was Storm Alex. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this as well in the previous one, because where I'm going, oh, the weather's terrible. And you know what? Ever since then, so basically the whole of October, the weather's been a nightmare. And as if that's not, you know, depressing anyway, I mean, we've had the odd sunny spell, but I don't think we've had a full sunny day. We've had days where it starts sunny, or there'll be it turns sunny, but it's always miserable at some point. And but yeah, as we saw yesterday with the aborted filming, I'm starting to find what a slave to the weather I am, or rather the light. Because, you know, things you don't think about. Like when I started the channel, which incidentally yesterday I also said, oh, it's been 3 months. It's not, it's been 4 months. Give or take a few days. And yes, where's that gone? How's that happened? But I've had my channel 4 months, and when I started it, obviously it was like sunny and bright, and even on miserable days, obviously there was like 7 or 8 hours of sunshine I could film in. Not sunshine, but even if it was, you know, daylight, there was just so much flexibility to film because there was so much light. And now I didn't even think of it. It's not even just the cloudy weather. Like, there's the clock, you know, the hours are shortening. The clock's changed last week, and suddenly as well the nights are closing in, and yeah, it's annoying. I just need to it'll be fine. I just need to figure out my new routine and how to work around these things, because I don't film at night, and I don't really film at weekends, and that's because my other half, he's home from work. And now what should I do these big ones as? I think I'll do those dark, because we've had a lot of light green. Yeah, so my other half is home from work, and you know, I find that talking to myself is absolutely fine, and imagining you all listening, I don't have a problem with that. But the idea of my other half listening to me film, yeah, not gonna happen. So he's never seen me film. He knows I film, and he's seen me setting up and whatever, but I always time it for when he's at work. And then if he goes out at the weekend and I know he's going to be out for a couple of hours, so I've got some peace and quiet, then I might pop in a little bit of filming there if it works out with my own plans. But yeah, crazy. I might have to start booting him out of the weekend. Go find something to do. Poor thing, he can't even go to the pub at the moment. Well, he could, but you know, he's relatively sensible. So he goes to the pub like once a week, just to see, you know, meet up his friend. But I'm not sure. I'll have to check the rules, because I know it's not mixing households at the moment. I'm not sure if that is just indoors in households, or whether you can do a public meeting in the pub. I'll have to check. I can't remember. It's just him and his friend. But yeah, so I can't even kick him out to the pub, which obviously ordinarily he'd be fine with. On the bright side, saving a fortune, because beer from the fridge is considerably cheaper than beer from the pub. Right, let's get some of this done. And in case you're wondering why I'm only just thinking about, because in London we're on the higher tier and we have been for a few weeks. If you're wondering why I'm only just wondering whether my other half can meet his friend in the pub, his friend was on holiday, so we haven't had to think about it. My other half's been home under my feet. So yeah, we haven't had to think about it. Yeah, the poor thing, he used to go to the pub a few times a week. He's in a little darts team, bless, and things like that. So he's a lot more sociable than me. I used to be sociable when I was younger. Now I found I am turning into, you know, like cranky old people, and I embrace that. I embrace my crankiness. But yeah, in general, I'm joking. Don't get upset with me. In general, I'm just, those days are behind me where I'm all out to the pub. I mean, I went up to the pub when I was on holiday and things like that, because that's generally where we was eating. And should I do this? Yeah, let's do this, and then I'm going to move in here, because otherwise I'm going to start trapping myself. Yeah, because there was a lot of, because the weather was okay, we was eating in pub gardens, so we could sit outside and not stress so much about, you know, the unwashed masses giving us germs. But that was the first time I'd been to a pub all year, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure, because it all started in March, didn't it? And I'm like, which one's that? That's the light green. So after Christmas, you know, it's always a bit quieter after Christmas, because you've been eating and drinking and socialising at Christmas. So yeah, so that was, imagine that. But as I said before somewhere, I'm quite I could be a hermit. Like I'm all right talking to people, you know. Obviously, I'm here and talking to you and being social and whatever. But I would, you know, if there was no one here, I'd be fine. I'm not one of these people that needs to, you know. My mum, she needs to talk to people, so she's always on the phone, talk to someone. But me, I can go. I just don't have to talk to anybody. I'm fine, comfy in my own company. Oh, is my pen running out? I'm not sure if that's running out. Yeah, I think that's finally run out. Yep. Into the next pack. This is the second pack of gel pens. So as I say, I bought 3 packs of these. We're only just breaking into the second. I've used the red from the second pack, and now we're on one of the greens. Let's see if that works. Yep. So we are doing surprisingly well with, I thought this was going to burn through the gel pens like crazy, but it's not. I probably shouldn't have done over in this corner, should I? Because the camera is quite far away from that bit. I was envisaging doing in there. I got sidetracked. Otherwise I would have zoomed you in closer. Yeah, so we left this bit blank on that side, so we'll just do these leaves and then I'll move in. And you know, do the bit that I said I was going to do. I say all these things, I don't even follow my own rules. Says a lot about me. But that's how I sort of tackle, not my boredom, but that's how I prevent my boredom with, you know, doing repetitive colouring. I like to swap colours a lot. I like to jump out across the page, back and forth, and just never, if I'm never staying on the same thing, and it doesn't have to be the same colour, sometimes it's this different part of the page, it's just, you know, as long as I'm changing something, then I can just keep going. And I'm not that methodical. This is quite methodical for me in that I'm moving across the page. I don't usually do that. I'm usually more all over the place, but I'm being good. Right, so I'm just going to do these pink flowers as well while I'm here. Right, let's get into this bit then. Back into here. Now I have to be careful. I shouldn't have done that bit. I might have to. Right, bear with me. I'm just going to spin the book a bit so that I've got this gel pen away from me, because I know I'm just going to smudge it now. Right, well that turned into a bigger ordeal than I thought it would be. There's so much book because we're doing the double page spread, but it's a fold out, so I've had to close the book because it would just be hanging off the table awkwardly, which isn't a problem now that we're doing this bit. Obviously we need to see the border for this, you know, because the outside border is symmetrical, but this bit is just random leaves, so I can get away with it. But yeah, that was a pain. Right, where was I? So we'll do these in the, I've still got a little bit, but I can just put the paper over that, and my hand is here as opposed to over there now, so that's better. I'm determined now that I've mentioned it, I'm determined to get to the end of this picture and not smudge it, because then we won't have to put a background on. If we do, it doesn't matter. and then we go back onto these dark ones. Light as well. Obviously you don't have to, even if you're doing this as a colour along with me with the gel pens, you don't have to, these leaves are all completely random. As long as it's random. What we don't want, same with the dragon scales, is we don't want any sort of form of symmetry creeping in apart from that border, which, thinking about it, it's probably a good thing that I've had to shut the cover of the book. I'm not tempted to look to see what I've already done on the other side. I'll do this little one. Right, what should I do in here? I think I'll do these little ones, the light green, just because we've got dark green there. And then we'll move to the dark green again. I almost think of the little leaves as like fresh shoots, so that's why they're a bit greener in my head. Alright, well, that means I can do those. I probably shouldn't get any closer to that. Otherwise, again, I'll have to do book twisting shenanigans. Well, you may be bored by leaves, colouring leaves. I don't know if you are. I don't tend to get bored. Or it takes me a while before I get bored. But we're going through these so fast that this is good for morale. I'm looking forward to seeing how much we've done by the end. That's why I was disappointed yesterday. I was looking forward to that big morale boost because we'd been so slow doing the dragon, plodding through those scales. I was looking forward to that nice, fairly easy sort of morale boost where you get a huge chunk of the page done. And that was what was supposed to be done yesterday. And it wasn't. That's why, from your point of view, when I'm uploading this, I am fairly sure I will, you know, for you it was yesterday when it was uploaded, because I'm going to upload this one straight after virtually, because that one was so small. to the light green. No, let's make that stalk dark. In dark, but I'm not going to this time. Because, you know, I'm such a rebel. Oh no, she's colouring a leaf. A different colour than what she said. Life on the edge. Right, but I am going to colour that one dark. I'm just doing the outline so I remember which ones to go, because I get so easily sidetracked if I do the outlines, and then I know I won't forget the plan. Light green then. Oh yeah, let's colour these. further down. So we'll just do a little bit. Sorry, I'll try not to move the book on camera because I know it makes people motion sick. We'll do in here then, and then I think we'll go on to a bit of the dragon because it's going well, I think. We've done a lot of leaves today, or we will have by the time we're finished. Let's just do this last bunch in light green and then we will move on to our dragon for the day. Missed that little dot. Just remember, I mean, I've got a couple of little splodges where I've gone over the line. Just remember you are zoomed in. So if you ever go over the line just a little bit, honestly, no one's going to notice, because we'll be, you know, people don't have their nose to the book when they're looking at, you know, at what you've done. And also, there's so much going on in this picture that one little splodge here and there, nobody knows. And do you know what? And even if they did know, they're not going to care. It took me a long time to get over that. There's a time where I would have gone over the edge and I'll be like, oh, tiny imperfections are just that. They're just tiny. I'm just going to leave that actually, just so we've got, because I want to come in, I might do this whole spine today, in which case, thinking about it, I probably shouldn't have done that after all, but I'll leave this bit just to give me a little bit extra room to work in. So yeah, let's put away these greens for the day. I'm done with leaves. Look, that was good. Oh, we've done a lot there. So let me just rearrange this silly book again, this massive book, and we'll do some dragon. Right, here we go again. But I lied about the green, because I don't know what I was thinking, but as soon as I stopped the camera I noticed that I hadn't finished like colouring that leaf. Obviously I was thinking ahead, so we're just gonna, I didn't even finish that little outline thing, so I've just filled it in now. But yeah, I was obviously thinking ahead to what I was and wasn't gonna do, and got distracted. So let's do, we're gonna do the spine. I think I have to be really careful when I work around here, but I think we can do it, because by the time I get there that should be mostly dry. We'll use the paper and just be very, very careful. So we've got our yellow, red and orange again. I will just, so it's okay to lay your paper over gel pen that's wet, and even if you lean on it and it might come up, what you mustn't do is drag the paper. So if you're going to move it, you pick it up and you should be fine. So that's what we're going to do, just to make sure that I don't have any mishaps along the way. Because where am I going to be? No, I need a bit further over. Right. Okay, so let's work on, do you know, there's a bit of spine up there, but we'll come back and do that afterwards, because I have to move the book again, and moving the book and the tripod is just like a whole ordeal that I can't be dealing with. So we want red to be the dominant, so we'll do this base line of his spine in the red. I'll just show you. So this bit, this line will be red, and then we'll have the red going up into the orange, and we'll have like yellow tips. Let's do that. Get my caps off, because there'll be a lot of pen switching when we do blend in here. Okay, so let's just, I think we'll do it a spine at a time, or at least to start with. And we want plenty of yellow in here. Remember, we start at the end, we drag it back down. We don't drag up, we drag down, because we want yellow to be strong enough. Oops. that's the fold. I felt that as I went over. So again, I mentioned it yesterday, whenever you're working on that fold, to just be careful about the because it's a bit exposed. It's not smooth paper there, it's rough because it's where it's folded obviously, and you can tear up the, you know, because these are water based, then it will tear up the paper if you're not, you know, just be extra careful. Just be very gentle around that fold. Right. And again, just like we do with the scales, it's okay to do that. You know, I did a short bit there and a short bit there, and this time I've done a longer bit of red, and that's okay. We want it to be, you know, all different. Quite quick to do though. I'm going to stop doing these ones down here for the moment and work on them, because it just occurred to me if I do all that tail here, I've got to lean across it there, So we'll go up and do the tail next, and then we'll do the bit in the middle last. Okay, right. I'm going to put the paper there. And we'll do this bit. Because there's nothing to say, we can't just work in the middle and then feather out from there. It's a bit hard because I'm upside down. Right. It's also a bit of a smaller area to work in. There may be stages where we go straight from red into the yellow. Cut out the orange. I mean, if you're not comfy, just, you know, you can just turn the book around. Obviously, everything I do, it's like, will it fit in the camera? As bad enough as it is that I'm always worried I'll let it go out of frame or something like that. But talking of which, let's just move this down a little bit. It's getting quite near the top. Ooh, that was the end of my pen flew off. Don't know my own strength. Or it could have just been that I hadn't put the lid on properly at all. Which one is more likely? Alright, which way am I going to go? I'll do a bit more that way. I think we're just going to straight into yellow here. Still creates a bit of orange, but so we can still access that. Let's keep going. Right. Shall I do the tail? I could do the tail, couldn't I? Let me just do a little bit more up here, so that I'm not having to reach across the tail to colour it. Right, let's do the tail. What should we do this? We'll do this bit like how we did the wings. So that was red, yeah. And the belly, it's just the same principle. So we will just want to make sure, yeah, no, I can still reach that. So we'll just do all of this super dark area in red. Just where it comes up, we'll follow Johanna's shading and we'll move into the orange. We won't use much because we don't have a lot of space, but it just aids it going into the yellow. I thought it was a bit of, the edge was a bit harsh. And I'll just bring up back a bit of red because it's all turned a bit too orangey. There we go. And again, smooth this out, but I need to be careful now because I don't want to peel the paper. Right, okay, tail done. So back to, sorry, I just need to get this. I need to get that pen cap because it kept threatening to roll off the table. So I'm starting to get quite low. This is our second red. Getting there. But we're good for a while. I'm just going to move this again very carefully. There we go. Because honestly, if I do hit the tripod, I have to edit it out because it's on an arm that's like bendy arm, and the slightest movement, and it's like an earthquake. So and it keeps going for ages and ages. I'm like, oh, it just shakes for like 12-15 seconds. I definitely do not want to hit the tripod. No. Well, actually that doesn't matter, but let's go red there. Okay, I need to be careful. I think I'll go from... I have to move the book again. Ever so slightly. Just have to be careful. I should have stopped about there, I think. Yeah. If I'd have stopped there and then come again from this direction. Say after me. I will not smudge the gel pen. I will not smudge the gel pen. I will not smudge that gel pen. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. That's I hadn't actually planned to do that whole spine today. I was going to do the dragon. We'll finish off with a few scales, I think. But because we did more of the tail than I expected, we won't stick with the scales for long. But I will. Here we go with the book again. Okay. Just be very, very careful. Okay, so we'll stick to these bottom ones. And as the scales are getting quite small and, you know, the areas, I think I'm just gonna mostly just use red straight into the yellow. Because you only really need the orange to help with the transition on bigger areas. It just makes the blend smoother. But now that we're starting to get into small bits, I'll still use it, I think, on the curves. See where I struggle a little bit now because we're on the smaller areas to get the blend a bit smoother. Fortunately, the yellow does work well as a blender tool because obviously red has yellow in it, so it's like you can just do the whole top if you wanted to smooth it out, or rather if you needed. But yeah, these little ones. Actually a little bit more fiddly. Okay, I am definitely going to use just straight to yellow now, even on the circular bits. At least on some of them. Bring the red up a bit more so the yellow has got more to blend with. You could as well, if you wanted, just use the orange in places. If you feel like, because that got a bit too yellowy for my taste. Oops. So if you want to rein it back in again, get the darker colours. And again, I've said it before, if you do feel that you want to rework something, wait till it dries and then go back with your second coat of whatever you want to do then, if it's anything more than just a little dab, and that way you won't tear your paper. Right, I think we'll, as we're getting behind his leg now, I think we'll maybe call it there, because we've done a lot today and I don't want to push it because it's been starting to get quite long, and I did want a longer video to make up for the fact that yesterday was a shorter one, but we don't want to go too far the other way. hey, stop, put the pens down. Right. Let me zoom out and we will see how it looks as a whole. Right, there we go. Oh, we're getting there. Look at that. A lot done today. I knew the leaves would, you know, once we started on the leaves again, it would start filling up the page. So we got all those leaves done and a bit of those. We got all the dragon spine done, so that's nice. And we even did a little bit of bonus butt. So next time, obviously, I think we'll aim for finishing these leaves in here. Might start on that. In fact, yes, we will definitely start on the leaves first, because then we'll start working on this tail, and obviously I don't want to lean across the tail to do the leaves afterwards. So we'll do the leaves first, just these ones, then we'll do some tail, and then might finish off with the butt, dragon butt, but his, you know, his underside, and then we'll see how it goes. Obviously I'll aim for having a more normal length video next time, because we did catch up a bit there. I think if we have time we might add on a few more leaves at the bottom, or down, no, not down the side, because we'll still want to come up here. But yeah, but anyway, I'm wibbling. If you are enjoying this colour along so far, give me a thumbs up, or no, not 2 thumbs up, maybe 1 thumbs up, or a thumbs down, it's fine. It really helps the channel, helps people find this colour along. I hope you're enjoying this. You know, I really am. I love working with gel pens anyway, so this is like my happy place. But it's coming out so well. I couldn't be happier. So yeah, obviously this is going to be a bit of work now, because a lot of these scales are small. Some people, you might want to just, I don't know, you might just want to ignore the fact that it's all little sections and just try doing a couple of sections at a time, you know, scales. I won't. I'm a bit of a pedant for that sort of thing, so I will be colouring each little bit individually, but that's slow. You might want to speed it up. It's up to you. But yeah, getting there. Oh, so happy. Turning out great. Thank you so much for watching. I'm actually going to go and film part 9 after this, I think. Well, I might grab some lunch, but then I'll be filming part 9. So yeah, if you see the same hands, the same fingers, and the same top, that's why. I'm going to film this later this afternoon, because I'm on a roll. Anyway, have a great day. Take care and see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.